We are all set to go, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys come in here winners of 2 straight. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown! A big play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. They said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got bold, over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won, and one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws, maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Frost. Pass caught. That's Golden. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The home team's offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Adams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has made his presence felt to the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Torres. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. territory.
That's another Orlando first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal. So now it's second down.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception. Now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because
now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. 71 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fights through it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
For a team who came in there on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll run again with Adams. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Frost. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 13-year man puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 14 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Meadows. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
It's now 3rd down and long.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Frost. That's taken in by Golden. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Matthew Golden. It's a gain of 6.
From the gun on 3rd down. Frost. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he shifts past him. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Carry here for the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second and 13. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And he'll run on the inside handoff. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Brings up third and 4.
It's out, it's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will tie things at 17 all. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Shifts by him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be a Chicago first down. Off the play fake. Frost. Left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Chicago.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Frost. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up.
They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Frost. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A run up the middle. Adams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
A yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Frost. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's good. For a first down. 1st and goal, Chicago.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Frost. And it's caught. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Frost. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Following a loss of 2 there on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Cameron Victor on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to get this out to the 25. Orlando takes back over on offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Back out comes this offense now, late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now they run out of the shotgun with Adams. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Frost. This is caught. Touchdown. Matthew Golden. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
First and 10 at the 40.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw out wide is incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. A nice little juke. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's good. Orlando, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Again, here's Adams. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hansen. It is our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, take it away.
Our trip around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. All right, Brandon, thanks much.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's got a rushing touchdown of the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. But he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Up the middle they go with Adams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he goes out right around the 39. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
They'll drop the throw. And this one is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It's a give to Adams out of the shotgun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Frost. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, what a move. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Into space at the 45. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
They'll run on 1st down. Meadows. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got room. Down the right sideline. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
27, our home team, 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. And this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
At the 39-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Now a first carry to their fullback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to throw. Frost. Throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And a 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Off play action. Frost. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and
they'll go with the keeper. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here we go on 4th down. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Looking to throw. Frost. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, when they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter, this drive becomes very critical. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now a give, right side. Meadows. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Meadows to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And This offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Goes to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Call that a gain of 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And some room to run now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Our home team, 31.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff up the middle. Mills. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. But now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Here comes 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, some strong running. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 4. A little under 40 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's clean. Now another timeout. 6 seconds to go in the football game. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Now this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot, but this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
Pass is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Orlando, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll lose an important one here as that drop.